This is the M2 iPad Pro, and while it's the best iPad you can get right now, I'm actually very disappointed with it. And it's not something that this thing does wrong, it's actually something that's coming in the future, which is the M3 iPad Pro. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why I'm disappointed with this iPad Pro compared to the previous one, and I'll get into why the M3 iPad Pro is gonna blow the socks off of this one and why it's gonna blow your mind. There are so many leaks that are coming together to create the ultimate iPad Pro, and you've got to hear about it. But first, I've got to talk about the problems with this one. The main one is the price. Yes, you can get it right now for about $750 to $760, a little bit of a discount compared to the $800 MSRP. However, you can get the M1 iPad Pro for about $560 on Amazon renewed, which is an excellent deal. Now, you're gonna say, of course, this is the M2 iPad Pro, it's so much better, right? Well, no, this is the most disappointing iPad Pro update we've ever had on any iPad ever. Sure, it has Wi-Fi 6E, but honestly, it's kind of a gimmick right now. It's not really worth it to get Wi-Fi 6E because you have to have the router, and then all of a sudden the range isn't that well, so it automatically kicks down to 5 gigahertz anyway. Yes, we have the new Apple Pencil hover feature, which could be cool for artists, but people who don't draw every day, it's not gonna be a big deal. It's just a nice little bonus. And other than that, there's really nothing else that you're getting except for the M2 chip. And to be honest, the M1 was already overkill for the apps that you get on the iOS App Store. So in my personal opinion, getting the M2 chip versus the M1 isn't that big of a deal. Now, yes, we did get some advantages like ProRes editing becoming a lot faster because of the media engines packed into the M2 chip. And yes, the FPS did improve for the highest end games out there like Genshin Impact. But honestly, guys, I would rather recommend that you spend less money, get the M1 model if you need to buy something right now. However, if you don't, then you should definitely wait for the M3 iPad Pro because it is gonna be insane. So let's get into the leaks. But before I do that, I've gotta talk about what's making this iPad Pro float. The Infinity Pro iPad stand from our partner Benks. It's packed with strong magnets to mount your iPad, allowing hands-free use in either landscape or portrait mode. And the stable anti-skid base rotates 360 degrees, and it even supports drawing mode as well. So check it out using the link below. Now, getting into the leaks for the M3 iPad Pro, one of the main reasons why I'm so disappointed with this M2 model is because this is not what we were supposed to get. This is a stopgap product, basically just a chip swap with an additional feature and some extra wireless specs. That's it. This is a complete stopgap, and I'll explain to you why. Check this out. In 2021, Mark Gurman from Bloomberg said that the next iPad Pro is going to feature both wireless charging and reverse wireless charging capabilities. And that's supposed to debut in 2022, which is this guy. And obviously we didn't get wireless charging. Then going even further, in March of 2022, Mark Gurman said that it's coming with the M2 chip, which it has, and MagSafe charging, likely to launch in the fall of 2022, which is when this guy launched. And if you're wondering about MagSafe charging, it's MagSafe like on the iPhone. Yes, with a magnetic ring, that kind of MagSafe coming to the iPad Pro. I mean, Apple's already using magnets to hold it. Why not just have a way where you can have MagSafe charging with reverse wireless charging capabilities? And then of course, when this thing launched in October of last year, there were a lot of rumors that were wrong. Well, guess why? Because this is not the iPad we were supposed to get. Yes, MagSafe and reverse wireless charging didn't come. The landscape FaceTime camera did not come, even though the iPad 10 budget model got it. Newsflash, the real iPad Pro that we were supposed to get was delayed, and that is gonna be the M3 iPad Pro model. And wait, it gets even better because we have even more leaks that in fact we just got literally today. As I'm filming this, we got some confirmation about OLED. So according to Business Korea, Apple has ordered their OLED panels for the 2024 models from Samsung and LG Display. Now this is a very old leak. All the way back in May of 2021, Apple was looking into OLED displays for their iPads. And then in March, Ross Young said that OLED iPad Pros are coming in both 11-inch and 12.9-inch sizes, which is awesome because the current 11-inch right now still has LCD, while the 12.9-inch has mini LED. So this confirmation for both of them is great. Then in July, we got even more updates saying that there's going to be an even bigger 14-inch model, that we're going to have under-display true depth sensors coming in the future, and of course, OLED. But here is the real banger. In August, we got a leak saying that Apple could adopt hybrid OLED technology for future iPads. And the main point of that is to combine the flexible OLED panels and make them more rigid because the current ones are too kind of fragile for such a large display, 11-inch and 12.9-inch. The flexible OLED can be damaged, so this is gonna fix that. And giving even more details, Digitimes said that the hybrid OLED technology would allow for even thinner iPads by making the whole panel quite a bit thinner compared to how it is right now with the LCD backlight. And Ross Young even tweeted out a more specific date, 2024, we will see OLEDs on both iPad Pro models. And Evan Rogers asked him, double stack OLED ready for primetime spring 2024? He says yes. So about 1 year from now, maybe a little bit more, we will get the new M3 iPad Pro, which is perfect timing with these new OLED displays. And then just a couple of months ago, Ross Young gave us another update saying that the display sizes will actually be larger, 11.1-inch for the smaller size and 13-inch OLED for the larger size still in 2024. And then just last month, we got another leak from Korea's ET News saying that yes, these OLED display iPad Pros are launching next year, 2024. Now I know what you're gonna say, OLED sucks compared to mini LED because it is too dim, and I actually made videos talking about that previously, but check this out, we have something new. In September, we had a leak saying that the OLED iPad screen will reportedly use twin layer tech for brighter display and longer life. So essentially, instead of having just one dim OLED layer, Apple's gonna combine two layers together to double the brightness of the display while not having any of the blooming issues from mini LED. It's gonna be real OLED, but bright. That's gonna fix all of the issues. So almost a year ago, on April 7th, 2022, I made a tweet saying that there's gonna be a 120Hz dual layer OLED with high nit brightness, HDR for the iPad Pro, and then 60 or 90 Hz single layer OLED with 500 to 600 nit brightness for the iPad Air 6. And I said that the Air will likely come first, but Ross Young tweeted and said the iPad Pro is first, 120 Hz with LTPO. So essentially the iPad Air and the Pros are getting OLED, but the Pros get two layers for the ultimate OLED display. But wait, it gets even better because that's not all that's coming to the M3 iPad Pro. You got the OLED display dual stack, you got the MagSafe feature, the redesign that's coming, but we're also getting the M3 chip. And this one is gonna be special because it's gonna come on TSMC's 3nm process, which is launching in the second half of 2023, later this year on the MacBook Air. So about 6 months later, in the spring of 2024, I expect the M3 iPad Pro, and that chip is gonna be worth it because it's gonna be super efficient, great battery life, and a lot more performance. And guess what? Apple just ordered the entire TSMC 3nm chip supply for their A17 chip and M3 chip, so they're gonna have enough for this guy. And it doesn't stop there because alongside the new M3 iPad Pro with MagSafe, I expect that we're getting a brand new Magic Keyboard case with MagSafe built in. So it's gonna attach magnetically to the iPad Pro, and then on the back of the Magic Keyboard case, you're gonna be able to wirelessly charge it and reverse wireless charge other accessories like, let's say, the AirPods, the iPhone. It's gonna be amazing. And yes, I already made videos on what that's gonna look like, so definitely check out this one if you're interested. So here's the main point of the video. The M2 iPad Pro is disappointing. It's a stopgap. They skipped what we're supposed to get. They delayed it until the M3 to give us this kind of disappointing model, and honestly, I'd recommend just getting the M1 iPad Pro instead. However, if you can wait, then please wait until spring of 2024 for the M3 iPad Pro, because it's gonna have MagSafe charging, it's gonna have the redesign, it's gonna have the dual stack OLED displays, and the killer M3 chip all in one update. It is gonna be so much better than this guy right here, and I recommend waiting. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, click the circle above to subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.